Mindfulness Project family, it's the 13th of December and this week we're starting a completely new theme. So first week was all about metta, unconditional love, or how I explained, unattached love. The second week was all about karuna, or compassion. And today we are having a whole week about mudita, which is usually translated as appreciative joy. So that means that you become happy if other people are happy or having success or achieving something really, really great. And in my experience, that's one of the hardest things. Because we are talking about divine states of the mind, and I feel like compassion is something which, if somebody's suffering, that comes more natural. Even unconditional love. We just know these kind of feelings, and we have them once in a while. But joy for others, if somebody else is winning the competition you want to win, you play soccer and you keep losing and you just high five the other team, that doesn't come as normal. So there are two things which are really, really important to achieve the mind state of appreciative joy. And the first one is that you need to be in your mind really fulfilled. How can you have joy for the success of others if you are just constantly miserable and just things are just not going the way you want them, and all this kind of stuff. So this mind state comes out of a mind state of fulfillment. And fulfillment doesn't mean that your bank account is completely full, that you have the love of your life and you are not ill and all this kind of stuff. That is not fulfillment. Fulfillment is something completely different. That means that you in yourself feel whole and feel that everything you ever need is there. And that means the less you need, the more fulfilled you feel. It's not, happiness doesn't come from your wishes getting fulfilled. You don't forget about this idea. Happiness comes from not having any wishes anymore. When you think about winning in a lottery, then probably you're dreaming of the state where all your wishes are fulfilled. That you have bought the cars you wanted to have, the clothes, the nice resort type, house at the beach or whatever, or that you could travel forever. But that is just not fulfillment. Fulfillment is something which comes from within, because most people only know the joy which is coming from outside stimulation. So your partner is saying something nice to you, you become happy. You eat something nice like chocolate or mousse au chocolat, then you get very happy. You meet interesting people, you have success in your business life. That's all outside and nothing from the inside. So when we talk about joy, we need to talk about how do we come to a place inside of myself where I really, really feel fulfilled. And it's really interesting. We once made a meditation retreat in Germany, and there were quite a number of people, and we invited our Thai monks over to lead the retreat. So, and in the middle of the retreat, the one monk came to me and said, "Christian, why are all your friends so miserable when they meditate?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Just look at them." And I looked around in the room, everybody was meditating like that. Yeah. So, and he said, meditation is something light. You're just in the moment and you're just watching what comes up. There's nothing difficult to it. I was like, really? I was fighting, and I was, always, using discipline and willpower to push myself through. And I just realized that, these monks have a completely different kind of way of looking at life. So, and one of the things which I discovered for myself, what brings me to a place of happiness, is non-self, non-attachment to the me, mine, ego. We tend to take life so serious. And now when my niece died, it became so much more obvious to me that we take things so serious, which aren't really serious, The car is broken down like ours right now. I have to go every 3 days to the garage and stuff like this. And I'm going like, oh, this is bullshit. It's just the mind clinging and holding on to negative mind states, and and a lot of times then people say like, oh, you have to see the good things and you have to develop appreciation of what you have. Yeah, it's all true, but there's a deeper level of it, and this deeper level is that you just really see that it's not about yourself. It's not about what other people think of you, or it's just about letting go of your desires, letting go of your idea of who you are and what you should be, and all these other things. It's just all about non-attachment, not only to outer things, but especially to the things which you are concerned of, your love life, your sex life, your business life, your sports life. It just all doesn't matter so much. Alrighty, so that is the number one thing, that you just really develop this kind of joy inside of yourself. And Ajahn Chah, the famous Buddhist teacher here in Thailand, he's the most famous one. He came the first time to the United States. They made a huge retreat with a lot of people. And then Ajahn Chah was looking around to all these Westerners really practicing super diligently. And he said, wow, I wish my monks in my monastery would meditate so serious like these people here. And then he looked at Jack Cornfield and said, but all these people look like being in mental hospital, with their white clothes and just walking really slowly. So he went up to every single one of them, was shaking their hand and saying, oh, I hope you get better soon. I hope you get better soon. So, it is this kind of attitude to life, that there's something inside of us which has told us, life is serious, and we forgot to play. When we were kids, we didn't have the concept of life being serious in our head. So we made everything what we did into a play. And, now we have even schools in Germany, where the kids are not forced to learn anymore. They're making projects and they are making offerings, and the kids learn on their own because they want to, they have the desire to. And they make even learning a game. And we should approach life to this. We should dance more, we should enjoy more, we should love more. Just remember, the yoga sessions you had with Anya, every morning. She was most of the time cracking down laughing about the stupid things in our body, and but we get so obsessed of becoming flexible and calm and all these kind of things. Forget about that. Some yogic teacher said joy is your birthright. And so if you have this intense fulfillment inside of yourself, then it's easy to appreciate that other people also have success. When you have the feeling you have everything you need, which is very little actually, then you can be happy for other people. Let the rich people be rich, let them work as much as they want. Just be happy for them, that they can be on their sailing boat. If I'm happy sitting here in my little plot in Thailand and cuddling my 5 dogs and 2 cats, and then I'm just happy. So happiness is simplicity. Happiness for me is making life really, really easy. Okay, and number 2, for appreciative joy, it comes from wisdom, understanding that you are not separate from anybody else. So if somebody else is happy, you are happy, because there is no difference. Because we have this illusion of separation, the illusion of, that I'm different from everybody else. We are all hooked up with these funny concepts of men and women and up and down and, rich people and poor people, and now we have vaccinated and unvaccinated, all this mess of duality. And in reality, there is no separation. If somebody else, has success in something, we have these mirror neurons. It's like I'm journeying, and you would be journeying too, and you get really tired because, our brains are actually connected with each other. So, and if you realize, that there is no separation, and if you just wake up from this illusion of separation, the illusion of attachment to a me, mine, and ego which is separate from others, then appreciative joy just comes out of you, immediately. And here in Thailand we practice this a lot, that we are, going to monasteries, or people are incredibly engaged in helping other people, doing charity work. And if you once experience how beautiful it is when you go to our child foundation and the little kids are jumping into your arms, or they are laughing about the stupid faces you make and all this kind of stuff, then you get happy yourself. With kids and with animals, it's very easy, but because you are kind of in a constant state of competition with other people, because you're judging yourself and you're comparing yourself all the time with other people, then it's very, very difficult to appreciate that somebody else is more beautiful than you, or more successful or smarter, or can do the things you want to do much better, instead of being in a state of awe. We are miserable. So the art, and that's my hope for this week, that we infuse you with a feeling of joy and contentment with what we have, that we are living in these crazy times, where we have so many opportunities and that there's so much going on. But what we need to practice to reach that is basically love. If we're practicing love, if we're practicing, giving to other people, our happiness will increase. And the Buddha said joy is one of the 7 enlightenment factors. So enjoy your life as much as you can. Be as silly as you can in any given environment. On the streets, at work, play. And relearn how to play. And then your life will change, and the life of other people around you will change. And that's the divine state of appreciation of the joy and happiness and success of other people. So I hope you achieve everything what you want in the next year. I'm sending you the best energy, and And I hope you enjoy our little gifts, because we are so thankful for all the support we are getting from you. Otherwise, we would not survive in the Mindfulness Project. And if you guys like these videos and you feel like, oh, I want to support them with $1 a month or $4 a month or whatever amount, we are super happy, because we need it. Thank you so much, guys. Have a joyful day.